There's Appleton, the feed inside to the cutter, leads to a goal. Olivia Lojadis picking up where she left off in the semis, her 22nd of the season. She had 4 in the victory over Port Washington, and here is her first on the championship stage. From left to right, she cuts, and Appleton with the perfect feed. And off the curl, a goal from right in front. Julie Shaughnessy creating it all by herself. Her 64th goal of the season. It looked as if Emily Fitzgerald didn't know which way she was coming. Shaughnessy playing a game of hide and seek and getting it past Fitzgerald to tie this game at 1. Silvera, the feed down low, and it sets up Julie Shaughnessy beautifully for her second goal in as many possessions. The senior captain is amped up as she moves number 3 Syosset in front for the first time this afternoon. Gets involved her sister, and that shot is going to sneak through for Savannah Appleton. She already has an assist, and now she's got her 60th goal of the season, and we are tied at 2. Appleton creating the double, and that shot goes low and takes a fortuitous bounce in favor of Grace Hoffman. Her 37th of the season, and Massapequa with back-to-back scores moves back in front 3-2. Appleton drew 2 defenders her way, which loosened things up for Grace Hoffman. And now Massapequa with 2 in a row. Can they make it 3? Appleton banging bodies inside and finding the back of the net for her second goal and 61st of the year. And Charlie Kaplan and Chunts were trying to feed it to one another. Instead, it is going to come back the other way to Massapequa. They're in transition, and that will result in a goal. Molly Hoffman, straight away, her 16th of the season. A takeaway creates an opportunity on the other end as Hoffman fires it past Putaseri. Appleton drawing the double, gives it up, and yet another goal for the top seed. Natalie Burns, who's been doing so much heavy lifting in the circle, gets her 21st of the season. Stadler takes over here on the wing. Off the dodge, can she get a shot off? Instead goes down low and downstairs. Julie Shaughnessy records a hat trick. Fitzgerald went high, so Shaughnessy went low, and the senior captain has scored 5 goals in the last 2 games. You see her finding an alley right below the belt. Macri takes over. She draws the double. Inside-outside action off the twirl. A goal. A magnificent move by Olivia Morgan, the junior midfielder, putting Syosset in the spin cycle, her 8th of the season. And take another look around the heart of the Syosset defense. She spun through everyone. And that is what Julie Shaughnessy could do for her teammates. Open things up, and then she could score all by herself. 4 goals and counting for the senior captain, who has been a machine and is single-handedly keeping her team in the thick of things. Silvera takes control, and 20 seconds to go in the first half. She tries to push it ahead. Massapequa with multiple sticks in the way, and possession controlled by Morgan, who already has a goal. 8 seconds and counting. In the slot, behind the back, no good. Off the rebound, though. Appleton with her 3rd of the day, a hat trick for her, and an 8-4 lead right at the buzzer. They went behind the back. Grace Hoffman couldn't get it through, so it was a cleanup on aisle 7 with Savannah Appleton. A pass in the slot, and a slam dunk for Ava Macri. Her first goal of the day, her 44th of the season. Grace Hoffman is known for scoring, but she's even more impressive as a facilitator. She had a hat trick in the regular season at Syosset. She locks, she loads, and she connects. Her second of the day, back-to-back possessions. And she is now inching closer to that second hat trick against Syosset this season. And a pass down low gives Appleton another chapter to her offensive clinic. Her fourth goal of the day, number 63 on the season. The leading scorer, facilitator, has put on a show from the start to the current tone of this game, and Appleton had two defenders in her vicinity and still found the proper angle to get it through. Silvera, the junior midfielder, who's done a lot of work in the circle and is denied by Fitzgerald. Gets the stick in the way downtown, and off to the races comes Massapequa. It's defense to offense with under a minute to go in the third. From the slot, Ava Macri with a hat trick. Her 46th of the year. Macri has come to life in the third. She has scored all three of her goals in this quarter. And it was Appleton returning the favor as Macri set her up for the previous goal. Emily Fitzgerald, the sophomore goalkeeper, rising to the occasion with a collision near midfield, and play moves on. It's a 4-on-2 and a bouncer that caroms through for Massapequa. Grace Hoffman with her second strike and number 38 on the season. Massapequa has ruled the show in Nassau County for the last several years, and their dynasty is going to add yet another chapter. It is 6 straight titles and counting for Massapequa. They are the Nassau County Class A champions here in Farmingdale, New York, as they cruise past number 3 Syosset 13-5